Hi guys, it's Tanya and it's Talk About It Tuesday. How are you today? As you can see, I've got my little workout gear on today. I did get up and work out today, which was amazing. But what I want to talk to you about today is about time. Now, we think that we all have all the time in the world, but we really don't. And for me, it's about just being engaged and allowing myself to be disciplined and getting out of bed and going to do my workout. And I have to tell you that, getting back onto a regiment of working out has been wonderful. And I don't do it for anything other than just for myself and being able to feel good and look good, because I'm going into the summer and I said, ooh, it's gonna be so wonderful. Anyway, let me just tell you, one of those things about is time. When I was in the military, we always was like 15 minutes early for everything, and then it kind of, went 15 more minutes before that, and then the next person added another 15 minutes. So by the time it got down to me, the lowest people on a totem pole, we'd be there an hour early, and it just seemed like the biggest waste of time. And so for me now, I really dislike spending time that's not used wisely. And sometimes I'm okay, and then other times I'm like, oh my gosh, could we not have done better? And then as an entrepreneur, I work on by appointment. So I've had people say, hey, I stopped by and you weren't available, and it says clearly on the door, by appointment only, because it just allows me to feel like I have a little bit control over my time. But the other thing is that I notice is that people really don't respect time. They really think it's a suggestion. When I was in Africa, we were on Africa, Ugandan time, and time was really a mere suggestion, and you just be prepared to wait, and it sometimes can be very frustrating, especially when I like to almost be prepared down to the 30-minute mark, but I don't like to be 30 minutes early. I may be 5, because getting there and waiting makes me anxious, and then not being on time makes me anxious. So it's a good balance for me. So I just want to say that, time is one of those things that as an entrepreneur, I hate when people keep me waiting and then act like they're doing you a favor because they decided to show up. Let me tell you, that's the easiest way for them to remove themselves from being a client, is just to be very inconsiderate and inconsistent with being punctual and being on time, and or just give a notification that they're not going to be able to make it on time. Look, I think in this new year, it's about, really setting those boundaries again, and just really holding people accountable. And if you don't address the issue, then you end up dealing with it and being frustrated and not being able to move forward, and then allowing people to treat you the way they want you to be treated, and instead of setting the boundaries and requiring people to honor the time commitments that they have allotted for you. And life happens, and I get that, and there will be occasions when things just don't go right. But when you have those people who are habitually late and who are habitually inconsiderate of your time, shut them down. Stop making yourself available to them. And it's amazing how freeing that is for you. It's a little scary because, as an entrepreneur, you're depending on those appointments in order to, make your financial means. But at the same time, you have to expect people to treat you a certain way. So here's a quote: people with nothing to prove don't try to impress because they don't need to. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Give them your time when they're deserving of it.